Okay, we did not get a big break in between that last match, and my god, that was something else. Not fully recovered. Alright, don't know how to sequence this one. Kind of want to just loot away the Gravecrawler. Whether I want to loot it away or... I mean, I guess I have a bunch of lands to loot away. Yeah, whatever, we'll just cast it. Get the party started. See if this works out for us. I think I have enough stuff to just discard, so I don't really care about gaining value all that much. I should probably just be focused on trying to kill my opponent. It seems like it makes the most sense. Who knows? Bloodstained Mire. That's got to be good for me unless it's burn. Unless it's burn. Okay, okay. So now do we run old Lot Left Troll out there unprotected? Probably not. That's my guess. I think we just ship old GGT over here. Oh yeah, freebies. Freebies. See, look at that value. Check it out. Dredge 6. Play up the Dangler. Probably the Lot Left Troll too. Oh yeah. Okay, so is this a Jun strategy? Because if so, I like my chances. Leyline of the Void out of the board is certainly very scary. Dredge, roughly 1 million. Roughly 1 million. And then we just bring the beatdowns. I guess I should have played Overgrown Tomb last turn, but I didn't know if my opponent was on burn yet or not. And, well, that's not a winning strategy. Come on now. Do what you gotta do, obviously. But yeah, like now I can't play my Blackleaf Cliffs untapped, but honestly, that probably doesn't matter all that much. So I think we just run Lot Left Troll out there unprotected, because whatever. Then can just exile this other Grave Troll, I think. And now they have two things that they really want to use removal on, if they have a Terminate or whatever. And I guess I can't regenerate from Terminate anyway, so. Odd that the Bloodstained Mire stayed in play. Did not get sacrificed. Possible that they're just conceding? Nope. Maybe they needed a land? Oh, puppy, please. Come on now. Just stay. Just stay where you are. Just enjoy what you have. Yeah. Yeah, you taste like treats. Upkeep, I'm going to have some effects. Guessing the Dangler is getting terminated. I have played this matchup from the other side, and it was not fun. So, hopefully that means we have an easy road to victory. But, always got to try and keep it tight, even when you're ahead. Especially when you're ahead. But, so far we've not been doing that, but every passing moment is a chance to turn it all around. So, let's try and make that happen. Puppy had her treat. I've had a 6-6 victory after last round. Dangler is dead. Alright. We'll just do this now. Alright. So we can't play two things this turn. I think we just want to dredge. Dredge 6, maybe hit an untapped land to play Gravecrawler. If our opponent goes like kill, and then we can't play Gravecrawler, that's going to be really bad. So maybe we shouldn't even loot. Maybe we're better off just playing Gravecrawler. Puppy, what are you doing? Just come on now. Just stay. Yeah, whatever. We'll just play our thing. Pound you for 6, half your life points. Yeah, this seems much better. This is like way less risky. We're in no real rush. I can't imagine really a sequence of cards. Like, if our opponent went Black Blue Cliffs, Terminate Lightning Bolt, we still attack for 2 and replay our Gravecrawler and, like, dredge a bunch, so... Can't imagine our opponent really winning. And plus, if they have, like, Terminate Bolt... I guess they don't have the Bolt right away, but... If they did go Terminate Bolt right away... Could potentially find another creature... To Vengevine. To bring back Vengevine. Yeah. Okay. So we can make the troll big enough. So we need to keep a card. Not sure what I'm really looking for here. A cut, I guess. So we can just end it. Nah, man. Nah. Oh, and it makes the Goyf small. Didn't even realize that. No sorceries anymore. That's cool. So now we don't even have to regen, and we get to trample for 1. Opponent's at 1 life, and drawing dead is what I'm guessing. Probably should have played other Gravecrawler. I think they're drawing dead. Anyway. So should we sideboard like they have Leyline? I'm pretty sure we should, because it's like the only way we can lose. And I think we figured out round 1 that we probably do want to keep in the Gnaw to the Bone in this matchup. Despite not playing against like actual Jund. So we definitely want the Rats and the Loam. I think we want the Gnaw. So I think I want to bring in all this enchantment removal. And then what else do we cut? Are we supposed to, like, mitigate the potential losses against an opening hand with a Leyline from them? So, like, are we supposed to cut a Gurmag Angler, maybe? Because if they don't have Leyline, it's one of our best cards. I think we probably just cut a Ghost Quarter. But if they have a Leyline, that would help us, like, cast Vengevine. I don't know. I don't know, man. Could also, like, try and Thoughtseize some random graveyard hate, but we'll see what they're working with first. Alright, so we have Lightning Axe. If we had, like, another land, I would probably keep this. And this hand's great. Again, wish I had a Stomping Ground. But opponent did not open on Leyline. So that's step 1, I suppose. Hopefully they don't play, like, Nile Spellbomb and blow it. They do have a Nile Spellbomb. Be pretty bad for us. Lonely zombie fishes. Don't tap that Ravine. Don't do it. Nothing? Alright. I like it. Probably pay attention. We just exiled some fetches. That's fine. There was an instance where we exiled a Ravnica land and then we didn't have another one to fetch. So that was kind of awkward. Not sure what's really going on. Maybe this is just like a Liliana or something. A little something, something. Or not a Liliana, I'm sorry, an Olivia. Like, that might be why they kept a hand like this. Well, Blackleaf Cliffs, not very timely. Might actually want that Vengevine. I could see just discarding it, but... No, we'll keep it. We'll get rid of the Charm, I think. If opponent does find Graveyard Hate, we're probably going to want to cast that Vengevine. Huntmaster, not Olivia. Definitely Dredging. Found the Knot of the Bone. And we have 10, 11, 12, 13. So not enough. We're one short of casting both. Yep. Stupid Blackleaf Cliffs. Guess we just exile the land. We'll find more. Anything to beat these 5/5s? One of these days we'll find some grave crawlers and whatnot. Tarmogoyf, alright. No more removal though? Fulminator, alright, that's cool. Well, let's see if we can beat our opponent when we're both playing mostly fair games. I think we do want to keep dredging. Well, there's the Rotting Rats. So opponent has creature instant. So if we just leave ourselves with creatures in instants, then Tarmogoyf's a 2/3. And will we be able to do that? We would have to get rid of the Loam, which I kind of want. I can only really do one thing this turn, though, which kind of stinks. Guess if I do it first, then my opponent can't block. Alright. Oh, I do want this Loam, though. I think the Loam is going to be good. It's possible I just flashback looting and try and hit a land. I don't know, though. So, like, if I just play Angler and then pass, they can't really attack without 2 removal spells, which they definitely don't have because they would have used the other one last turn, I think, and just attacked me, but I could be wrong about that. So we could get rid of the lootings. And 2 more. Just like Wayfinder. I'm going to dredge 3 next turn. I would like to pick up 3 lands. I don't really want to exile creatures, but I don't want to exile the Knot of the Bone either. So yeah, I think it is just Wayfinders. It's a pretty interesting spot, though. Hopefully they don't have another Fulminator and take me off green. That'd be very bad for business. Do you think we have 3 Overgrown Tombs in the deck, though? Yeah, we do. So there's 1, 2. I don't think we exiled 1. So we're going to get nugged for 2. Dredge Loam, hit another land. Excellent. So the Tarmogoyf is a little bit smaller again. We're still staying back on D, and then we're going to start casting some fatty trolls. Currently 5/5s. Oh no. Fulminator came a turn too late. More Tarmogoyfs, alright. Got to play 2 spells, flip them back. Flip it and reverse it. A dredge, hit 3 creatures. Now we could just play Vengevine. And have another blocker. Or we could just flashback Gnaw to the Bone and pass. Also a viable strategy. I think flashing back Gnaw might be slightly better. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 16 life. That's pretty good. And then this turn we have nothing to dredge. But that should be okay. So they get to nug us again, but we're at a comfortable life total. I think the Gnaw to the Bone is actually really good in like any sort of creature matchup. I'm really glad I kept that in. Playtesting helped us figure that out. Always helpful. And our basic forest is gone, but basic swamp is not. So we'll fetch the Overgrown Tomb now to play around another Fulminator Mage, so we have 2 green sources, and then the next one can just get a swamp if we want. Play out an 8/8. It's possible we're supposed to start sending at some point, but our opponent doesn't even have to block, so. It'd be really bad if we attacked with like 1 or 2 things, and they're just like, alright, take it, kill your guy, attack you for 1,000,000. It's like, what have I done? Could see Ghost Quarter being kind of useful to kill a Raging Ravine. And just have enough lands to naturally draw up to Troll. We'll see how this game goes. Maybe we play game 3, maybe we don't. Who knows? Olivia or no? Olivia is the card I'm scared about. We're scared of. Just Tassiger. That's also not that bad. Well, a little Bobby. Bob's pretty good in this spot. Abrupt Decay is not bad. Probably use that to kill the Confidant. Then, should we attack for 8 or no? So we're gonna decay. Our other tomb is in the yard, so we can't cast Vengevine. So maybe we just play Loam and Decay this turn. Loam back some extra lands. It's possible we could just let Confidant run wild for a turn and play another Troll, too. I do kind of want to get another Dredger in the yard, though. So it's possible we like fetch and put Rotting Rats into play. Maybe discard our Troll. Could also just discard the Vengevine, I guess. But I kind of want to dredge 6. Well, first things first, we'll fetch our Swamp. Make Tarmogoyf a little bit smaller. Get their last card. Nice. Very nice. Fair enough, good sir. Fair enough. I have activated your trap card or something. He was just waiting for that one. Just waiting. So if he terminates my Troll, I go block Tassiger, block Tarmogoyf, take 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Scavenging Ooze? No! Maybe we should have saved our Decay. Oh, this is going to be bad. Can eat our Troll, eat our Loam, and then we have to draw a creature and bring back our Vengevines. So it might actually just be better for him to not eat anything and just like let us dredge. But I guess letting me have a giant Troll is also not that great of an idea. So yeah, maybe just eat Troll and then pass. And then he can eat one of the Vengevines if he wants. Or just eats a Vengevine right now, sure. Alright, so do we dredge 3 and try and hit a Gravecrawler, or do we just naturally draw and try and hit something else? Might be dredge 3. Oh, we're going to draw land. Yuck! Yuck City. Now I think we lose. Now I think we lose pretty hard, actually. Ooze is definitely a problem. I think we're kind of in it if we hit a Gravecrawler that turn, especially since we hit another Vengevine. Huh. Scavenging Ooze, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, maybe I should have been attacking sooner. I don't know. Could have, like, I was trying to, like, you know, play it safe and, like, play around removal spells and stuff. That did not seem like a great plan. I guess we'll just attack now. Well, at least we're seeing a decent chunk of our opponent's deck. So it does look like they're trying to control us with just like big beefy things. Ooh, the Maelstrom Pulse would be a pretty good draw. So yeah, we have to save a removal spell for that ooze. Maybe even at the cost of like letting our opponent run Wild with Confidant. Or maybe I should just keep the Dark Blast in so that I just always have this thing that can kill a Confidant. I probably should have just started attacking earlier. Yeah, especially since I had the Gnaw to the Bone. Oh man, our opponent just has a bunch of creatures. I should be able to beat a bunch of creatures. Yes, no, maybe. I don't know. I think keeping the Loam was right. Maybe I should have just been attacking like the turn before that, though. Or maybe I should have just not exiled those lootings, because those certainly would have been helpful. Yeah, that's probably where I messed up. I probably should have kept a looting or two. Because if I had those, like, my deck would be in the bin, and I'd have a million Vengevines and a million Gravecrawlers. Alright, I've had enough. Okie doke. So, Dark Blast, probably. I think I'll just keep it at 1 Ghost Quarter, although I can certainly see myself just, like, killing all of my opponent's lands in a kind of drawn-out game like that, so... I don't know. Guess we can just get rid of these charms and hope that our opponent doesn't actually have Leyline. And if they Leyline us, they Leyline us. Alright. Nut, nut, nut. Unless our opponent Leylines us. Or oozes us, I guess. Guess they could have just sided out their discard for a pile of creatures. Like, not really had any hate, but... Opponent kept their 7 really fast for a hand that was, like, not great. Good enough against me. When I don't know when to turn on the pressure and everything. Okay, that's pretty nice. Opponent did keep in bold, so we might have to be kind of careful with our Lotleth Ooze, or Lotleth Troll. Although, I don't know. Like, we're also going to have to play around Fulminator Mage. So maybe it's better to just play the Troll, discard the other Troll, and then if this gets bolted, so what? Then we can just, like, dredge a bunch and loam next turn. So we're out. We'd be out a Lotleth Troll, but we'd be up in resources. And we just get to play the Angler, too. Well, hopefully we don't get now spellbombed. It was always scary in like the old Standard days where you're like, Pillar of Flame your Lotleth Troll, and they're just like, ship 2 creatures. Idiot. What are you doing? A little bit harder when it's Lightning Bolt. Tarmogoyf. So big. Alright, so another Gravecrawler. So we could get back a Vengevine this turn. Yeah, we can only loam 1 land anyway. Yeah, so we have to like ship our entire graveyard that's not the Vengevine and the Gravecrawler. I'm on board with that. That's fine with me. And then Tarmogoyf is a 1/2, so I can attack with my Gravecrawler. Pretty sweet. Not a bad turn 3. Suck on that, Squire Goyf. This deck is gas. Straight gasoline. Yeah, why not? Why not? Well, we have a turn 4 kill if our opponent has nothing. Which is pretty sick. Pretty sick. Never even had to cast this Faithless Looting. Oh no, terminate my Dangler. Now you're only at 4. You have to kill 2 things. Or play a Huntmaster, I guess. Ooh, can't play Huntmaster off Raging Ravine. Now what? It's also hard to kill 2 things when you have a forest. I guess you could have a Murderous Cut, but probably not. Alright. 3-0. Dear God, I think we found the best deck in Modern, ladies and gentlemen. Alright. So far, so good. Slight missteps in Game 2 of that match. But yeah, this is all coming together, and I feel like, I'm figuring stuff out. I'm not doing it too bad. So let's keep it going.